Tata Power, in its legacy of over 100 years, is proud to have series of iconic CEOs. Apart from several others, Mr. Agarwala, Mr. Chinnappa, Mr. Maniktala, Mr. Gada, Mr. Engineer, Mr. Vandrewala, Mr. Menon, and in 2011, one more illustrious name of Mr. Anil Sardana was added to this glorious list of leaders. In his stint of the last 7 years, he has been able to make a difference in Tata Power's business, people and culture. A man with gifted cerebral abilities, high agility, he has had the privilege of leading a group of committed team members spread across India and overseas who work with him relentlessly to manage and grow the organization.
When we talk of the power sector in India, there are very few people who have experienced it the way Anil has done. He is one of the most knowledgeable people that India has in the power sector. When I started interacting with him in 2010-11, I understood his breadth of knowledge, the way he dealt with all the aspects of the sector, the generation, transmission and distribution, his understanding of the regulations and his connectivity with the various government agencies which are very critical for the power sector was very, very high order. My experience with him in his domain expertise has always been a great experience, and every time I interacted with him when we went and met various regulators, it was a joy to listen to his understanding of the regulations and the advocacy that he would do with the various agencies.
A person who was always connected with the job, whose agility was legendary. And when I say that he was always connected with the job, he was connected with the people to encourage them to do better and better, always. He will talk of, let's leave some legacy in this company. And he asked everyone to sign one legacy statement. And that legacy statement became the base of everyone. Everyone knew that we need to make something happen for this company, which actually is going to help the company for years.
I met you was the initial days of Mundra. You led this company phenomenally well over what I feel is one of the toughest phases for the company as well as the industry actually.
I joined Tata Power in 2004 when Anil was already there, I think in Delhi distribution. He is one of the few whom I know has an immense knowledge of the power sector, whether it is generation, distribution or transmission, whether it is operation or project or regulation. It is nice for Tata Power to have him as the leader for about 7 years when we could get on his strength and other people can learn.
I, like many other colleagues, have the privilege of working with several great leaders and great managers. Working closely with these great leaders and managers have shaped me in my professional journey significantly. However, working with you has been an intense and unique experience. You inspired to do more in every interaction. Every review, every session with you leads to learning a new perspective, guidance for future, as well as a determination to attempt difficult and many times seemingly impossible tasks.
Mr. Sardana is a visionary leader. He has clear vision of what an organization should pursue and, more importantly, where an organization should not spend their resources. It was Mr. Sardana's vision which has transformed Tata Power Solar from a loss-making, predominantly manufacturing and a product organization to a profitable EPC solar company. Mr. Sardana is very dedicated towards his job. His dedication is not only reflected in the manner he communicates and advises most of the time till midnight and recommence before the sun rises. But the way he owns his colleagues' challenges and works with them towards a solution.
I have had the good fortune of being a direct reportee of Mr. Sardana, and that gave me the benefit of direct access to his thoughts, his various belief systems, how he wanted to take governance forward in any company. And believe me, it has been a very, very fascinating experience. He has very independent and clear thoughts on how to take things forward. He has a very clear vision in his mind, and he's equally strong on how to implement it. And when you work one-to-one with a person like that, it is a very fascinating experience because you get to learn a hell of a lot more than what you normally know.
He did his schooling in Delhi, an electrical engineer from Delhi College of Engineering and an ICWA. Mr. Sardana began his career at the NTPC and was a gold medalist of his batch. Mr. Anil Sardana is married to Mrs. Kavita Sardana and they are blessed with 2 sons, Akash and Aman, both working professionals. He worked in several roles spanning engineering, projects and OEM in NTPC for over 14 years. He joined BSES in 1994 and led corporate BD and also established EPC business during his tenure of 7 years. He joined the Tata Group in 2002 and in his association of 16 years, he has led 3 companies in the group. He has created deep imprints of his leadership and impact in all the 3 entities, influencing the business, people and organization in varying measures. During his tenure at TPDDL, he was instrumental in bringing technical efficiencies and commercial improvement which remain global benchmarks. The company set a world record in reduction of AT&C losses under his leadership.
My memory takes me back to the year 2002. That was the time which was a milestone in the history of the power sector in India. The capital city of India, Delhi, had announced privatization of the distribution of power. And your company, Tata Power, had been successful in being awarded the northern zone for power distribution. After getting over this allocation of distribution of power in North Delhi, we were in search of a really competent leader. A great challenge required a great leader. And in Mr. Anil Sardana, we found a candidate who had all the qualities that were required to head this venture. In the subsequent 5 years, as chairman of North Delhi Power, which was the name given to the company at that time, and Anil as the CEO of the company, we worked very, very closely to turn around this sick company to a normal, healthy enterprise. It goes to the credit of Anil Sardana and his outstanding qualities of leadership. Not only did he succeed in turning around this business with all the guidance and support from the board, but the company achieved great laurels of praise and awards not only from India but from international circles. Finally won the coveted Edison Award for an outstanding distribution company.
TPDDL was conferred the Prime Minister's National Award for Meritorious Performance in Power Distribution for 2 consecutive years during his tenure. Mr. Sardana was the CEO of Tata Teleservices from August 2007 till January 2011.
I have had the opportunity to know Mr. Sardana since his days at Tata Teleservices, where I worked with him closely for 3 years, before our paths converged again in Tata Power, though briefly. I'd like to narrate one of the incidents that most of us in Tata Teleservices may still remember, which signaled to us that a leader of a different mettle had arrived. The head of internal audit gave a 100-page plus internal audit report to the MD just before the weekend, and the unwritten understanding was that the MD usually takes a cursory look at these things. Following the weekend, that gentleman got back from Mr. Sardana a meticulously marked up detailed set of notes with comments on every page and actions to be done. And he and the team spent the rest of the year following up, trying to chase and close those actions. But I think this was that passion for work and rigor, really, that signaled to all of us that the organization was different now and the leader was different now. And that is what we would have to live up to in terms of expectations from us as well.
Mr. Sardana assumed the role of CEO and MD at Tata Power in 2011.
His progression from the head of Delhi distribution to Tata Power was a natural consequence of his capabilities and performance, finally resulting in him being nominated as the managing director of his company.
And thereon, building on the glory of the past, Mr. Sardana spearheaded Tata Power's journey of excellence. To begin with, he started building institutional capabilities at operating units as well as corporate levels.
He wanted every one of us to be a thought leader in power sector. He wanted every one of us to be achieving excellence in our work, and also at the same time remain connected with the people, because his strong belief that it is people who make it happen is very true. That it is finally, if you empower them, you build their competency and you work with them, they make things happen for any company, and they made things happen for Tata Power.
The COD of all 5 units of 800 megawatts at CGPL Mundra within an interval of 14 months is a global record of sorts. Units at Maithon and thereafter at Jojobera were also commissioned successively within close intervals. He complemented the organizational competencies through careful organization design and structural changes. Corporate functions were reorganized and strengthened to bring functional excellence and futuristic thinking.
Mr. Sardana is a true inspirational leader who in his tenure has made huge overall impact on Tata Power, be it his business processes, focus areas, people initiatives, everything. Under his leadership, he guided the formation of centralized engineering and quality functions, and he also laid the foundation of CTDS to support the operating divisions. He set the goal of technical excellence and self-reliance for us in this function and encouraged us to build technical abilities and systems to complete engineering, analysis, audits, etc. for these divisions. We from Corporate Engineering sincerely thank you, sir, for the support that you gave us and the faith that you reposed in us.
He has also been instrumental in changing the structure of organization for distribution. Now we are structured into network, supply and marketing. And this structure has already helped us because of the decentralized decision making at the zones and at individual departments, and this gives us the agility which is necessary for success in the market.
Subsequently, several systems and processes were introduced and existing systems were strengthened. To empower leaders, various business councils were constituted, which led to decision-making at the boundaries and brought sharper accountabilities.
I think one of his major contributions in Tata Power was in terms of DBEM. He had improved the processes, he had digitized the processes.
Under Mr. Sardana's leadership, the company's strategy was revisited each year through annual events at board and leadership team level. Introduction of PLPBC led to transformation of the way of managing contracts and contract workers within the organization.
We were finalizing the EMC for the coal handling contract. The coal was to be shipped, that's the first system that needs to be commissioned, and we had to have the EMC also in place. The contract was toing and froing between the then corporate contracts and the Mundra contract team. And then I went and met him and he did explain me the concept of PLPBC then. That was the first contract which we structured on PLPBC basis, and which was actually an eye-opener for me.
Under his guidance, the company developed noticeably on risk identification, risk mitigation, disaster management, and business continuity perspective.
His support and his confidence in the internal team has helped us to perform in a manner and bring up the practices in risk management, which has seen tremendous improvement over the years. I still remember that it is he who has said that having brought in the risk management at a certain level, you should now look for implementing the business continuity and disaster management processes in the company. And we have implemented and obtained the ISO 22301 certification not only for Tata Power but for the entire Tata Power Group companies involving around 50 locations. This Herculean task could not have been possible if we would not have got the support from Mr. Sardana.
Mr. Sardana conceptualized, supported, and led a variety of initiatives across all businesses and functions. The programs in businesses led to improvement in efficiency and application of creativity by large number of employees. The initiatives in corporate functions resulted into higher effectiveness across the spectrum. Irrespective of the size of the teams or entities, these programs and initiatives helped create energy and drive amongst employees. Employee engagement progressively moved to industry benchmark level of 74%. The organization celebrated its centenary year with the theme Invisible Goodness in 2015-16 during Mr. Sardana's tenure. Mr. Sardana has been decorated with several industry and national level awards. He has worked actively in industry forums and significantly influenced the power sector agenda for a long time. His continued association with CII has helped resolution of intricate sectoral issues and shaped evolution of the sector.
He is also well known in the power sector because of his knowledge which he has in the power sector. Well respected person. Anywhere you go, everybody knows about Mr. Sardana. Everybody asks about him. Everybody waits for his suggestions. And this happens any offices or any power sector forum you go. And one feels proud that he is working with a person or working for a person who is so much respected in this sector.
A charismatic leader, strategic thinker with a very illustrious industry standing, an excellent orator and communicator, wide and deep connect with people and stakeholders. Mr. Sardana has created impact and influence within and outside the organization on individuals, teams and businesses.
Anil, hi. I've always known you as someone who relishes challenges and leads from the front in tackling them. I've seen these leadership qualities at closer quarters ever since I joined the Tata Power Board. Anil, you will be missed, but knowing you, you are unlikely to fade away into the sunset. I will watch with great interest what you do next, and I hope your leadership qualities and abilities continue to enrich the Indian corporate sector.
Your byline says, values are values only if you live them, and I think you personify them. The speed, the agility, the clarity of thought, the sharpness that you bring to the table is commendable. I have never come across a person who has so much of energy that you write a mail at 12 in the night and you get an answer at 12:30 in the night. So that's the kind of speed that you work at.
Traits that define Anil are his knowledge in the power sector. I mean, it is knowledge par excellence. In fact, this knowledge base extends far beyond just the power sector. It's into various fields, and you could speak with him with regards to finance and law, various other subjects. Anil's led by example and he just seems tireless. One of the questions that I wanted to ask him is, did he ever sleep?
I still remember the first interaction we had. It was a telephonic conversation and we discussed about the Murshi Solar PV site which was added in our portfolio at that point of time. And I was amazed by the depth of knowledge and the passion he has about renewables. And in the subsequent interactions, I realized it's true for all the fields. But that necessarily means more field work, more work on the ground, and better preparation for reviews. When he took over as MD of Tata Power, the green portfolio was around 800 megawatts. Today it's close to 3000 megawatts, thanks to his great leadership. Our loss is obviously somebody else's gain, but the power sector will continue to be immensely benefited by his contributions.
He is a true leader in every sense, who has the ability to motivate and enthuse his people to give their very best under all circumstances.
Tata Power family bids adieu to Mr. Anil Sardana, the man who significantly contributed, immensely influenced and shaped Tata Power in its journey of evolution in the last 7 years.
So we will remember you for many things, for your agility, for your legacy, for your achievements, for your power sector knowledge, and for your being connected with people.
The organization and people will remember his contributions for a very long time, and as a leader who lived Tata-ness every moment and demonstrated humility with everyone.
It is not only the guidance in ethics, but he was the true role model who has followed what he has taught us. And I still remember whether it was a marriage of his son or whether it was his visit to Australia for business purposes or for meeting his son, he has made transparent declarations and set the benchmark for all the senior leaders to follow. And I truly admire for his ethical behavior as well as working as a role model for the company.
Hi Anil, you've been a hands-on CEO and have steered Tata Power through its ups and downs over several years. As you commence your new innings, I wish you the very best in both your professional and personal life. Take care.
And we wish that you have a great time in future, you have a great journey in future, continued same type of journey, continued a journey of achievement, agility and remaining connected with the people. All the best to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for managing and directing us through some very exciting and some troubled times. May your journey continue, may it be long and rich and enjoyable. My very best wishes, sir.
Hi Anil, here is wishing you and Kavita a very happy, healthy and purposeful life beyond Tata Power. You are a nationalist at heart and I'm sure in your next journey you will undertake projects of national importance. The biggest laurels on the mantelpiece of your life will be the respect, love and affection of the colleagues. Farewell.
I wish Mr. Sardana good luck for his future professional endeavors and also wish him a very long and a healthy life. Thank you.
Anil, best wishes to you for a bright career and thank you very much for all your help.
All the best for his future assignments. All the best.
I would like to thank him personally and wish him and his family all the very best as he starts this next phase of his career outside of Tata Power. Thank you very much, sir.
Good luck with everything that you do, Anil. Please carry on with your enthusiasm for sports. Please look after sportsmen. I wish you all the best in everything. Good health, prosperity, good luck. All the best.
Today, as we get ready to bid adieu to this great leader, one is reminded of the multiple interactions where he has provided guidance in multiple areas with his experience, knowledge and foresight. Sir, we wish you a lot of success, happiness, good health and the very best in all that you plan to pursue in the future. May God bless you. Thank you.
As he sets out in this next phase in his journey, I wish him all the best. I wish him and his family contentment and happiness, and I'm sure that he will script another chapter to his illustrious professional career. Till our paths cross again, Mr. Sardana, all the best to you. Farewell.
It was nice having him. We wish him all the very best in his new endeavor, and we hope he will be in touch with all of us.
And I know he's going to do great wherever he goes and contribute to not only the sector that he is in, but even to the nation as a whole, given the depth of his knowledge and his experience. And we all look forward to interacting with him sometime on various issues, maybe not just the company, but on anything else. Thank you, Mr. Sarda. Thank you very much.
And my family joins me in wishing you the very best for your onward journey. Thank you, sir, for everything that you have done for us. Thank you very much.
I join all my colleagues at Crombie in wishing him all the very best in his future endeavors.
Thank you very much, sir, for being our mentor always, and we look forward to your advice in future too. I, on behalf of CGPLC, wish you and your family a great time ahead and a very best to your personal endeavor. Thank you.
Wish you the very best of luck.
I wish you all the best for your future.
I wish you good health, happiness, prosperity in life.
I wish you a happy, healthy and joyful life ahead.
We wish you very best into your future endeavors.
All the best for the future.
Dear sir, wish you once again all the very best.
And our heartfelt wishes for you.
I would like to thank you and wish you happiness in your life.
All the best to you and your family.
And I wish you all the very best in the future in whatever endeavor that you take up.
I wish you all the best.
Wishing you all the best in all your future endeavors.
Boss, wish you good luck. Stay happy, healthy in life.
We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
And we wish him all the best for all his future endeavors.
Thank you. I wish you all the best for all your future endeavors.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
याद रखेंगे हम हमेशा हमेशा. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your guidance and best wishes for your future journey ahead.
Wish you all the best, sir.
Best wishes from Team DSMC.
Wish you all the best.
I wish him all the very best.
Wish you all the best.
We wish you the very best.
I would like to wish you and your family the very best in the days to come.
As we move on, I wish you all the very best.
All the best. We wish you all the best. All the best and good health.
All the best for the future.
Thank you. All the best for the future.
Thank you and all the best for future.
All the best, sir.
Thank you and very all the best for your future. Thank you and all the very best.
I wish him great success.
Yes, wishing you all the very best.
3 cheers for Anil sir. Hip hip. Hooray! All the best.
All the best, sir.
Mr. Sardana, all the best.
Even on the one hand, as I wish Anil and his family all the best for the future, on the other hand, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to Praveer Sinha, who joins us now as the new Managing Director.